On our show today, a very interesting smartphone, the 7. Interesting because it's aluminum unibody, meaning one piece of metal going around the edges here, up and down there very nicely. Reminds me at the HTC One, the very first one, but the price is way cheaper. At least here in Germany, Europe, we have 349 recommended retail price without any contract. That's kind of less compared to that, especially because of the haptics. This is going out a little bit and very lying great in your palm, just 159 grams, 8.4 millimeters thin. Okay, this up and down here, that's plastic, of course, because the antenna signals have to go somewhere. But nevertheless, I find that optically and haptically very great, a great solution, especially because that doesn't look like only as if it's a little bit sparkling or something. It's really, it is. I hope you can hear that. That's great. And on that left side here, we have an additional mechanical key. If you press once or twice or long, you can start apps or camera or that lamp on the back side. So that's something special. And to go especially immediately to multimedia, 20 megapixels, dual flash. Okay, you don't have 4K videos, but who cares? Full HD is totally enough, especially because on the front you have 8 megapixels and videos in full HD. And especially this one, this is a second LED, white LED on the front side, so you have front flash for your selfies. This is something you will find only in the upper league, especially like this one in the combination here with this slot. SIM, of course, and here you have the choice between if you insert a second SIM, this has to be nano SIM, as you can see here, it's dual SIM supported, or a micro SD card up to 128 gigabyte. So you have to decide. Internal memory, unfortunately, just 16 gigabyte. 32 would have been better to use in combination with that dual SIM functionality, of course, but then the price would have been at least 100 euros more, I guess. So this is kind of a combination. Maybe this is coming as another 7 Plus someday, I do not know, with 32 gigabyte internal memory, but at the moment you have to calculate with net memory size of 8.3 gigabyte. That's what you can use if you have updated the operating system and all pre-installed apps and so on, 8.3 gigabyte. So this is the compromise. On the other hand, you have a new processor, the Kirin 935, meaning you have 8 cores, 4 of them with high 2.2 gigahertz and the other 4 with 1.5 gigahertz for saving power, and especially 3 gigabyte RAM. That's again something you will in most cases find only in the upper league with way more expensive phones. Yeah, coming to the display, 5.2 inches or 132 millimeters in the diagonal, and especially it's full HD, meaning you have 1080 by 1920 pixels, coming to a density of 423 ppi. That's 25% above the average. And the brightness too is okay, it's totally average. I measured 448 candela per square meter. Again, for this price, it's totally okay, being exactly in the average. Yeah, the only thing I found at the moment that's not that big an advantage is, of course, the battery is fixed in. You can't remove it by your own, like you see more and more these days, especially in these aluminum unibody covers. It's 3100 milliamps, but here comes good news. I did a runtime test, like always, with 200 candela per square meter, meaning not so bright the display, flight mode, video playback, and then it made up to 464 minutes. 464 minutes. That's 2% above the average, okay, but that's not big a deal because of that low price. You can totally live with that. Just coming to the end and the promised fingerprint reader. Here we go. It worked extremely well. You just have to start it to go on 2 or 3 times with your finger and this one. And then afterwards you can use it especially for unlocking your screen. Just tapping over here on the back side. And then as you see here, in less than 1 second, I'd say, your device is unlocked. Or you have, if you do not want to use that at all for whatever reason, just double tap to wake up. Then, of course, you have to slide and to insert your PIN or whatever you want to need if you have given that. But I find this very convenient here. Just press there and it's started and unlocked. And you can do, of course, all the other things with a fingerprint reader, you know, paying and starting apps and whatever you want to. That's very easy and quickly on that way. You might have seen its Android 5 updates will come. I do not know when, no comment of that, but Honor is trying to do a good job concerning that. Yeah, and you have LTE and Wi-Fi AC, including 5 GHz band, dual cell HSPA, but no NFC, but who cares? So this is enough, I hope, at the moment. As I told you, 349 euros recommended retail price, available right now. I hope I could help you a little bit with this first impression of the Honor 7. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.